Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground. Carter, and he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Barrios. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 27. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Mills on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
Oh, that's a tough one for a quarterback because on a bootleg, you turn your back to the defense naturally and you lose sight of the defenders for just a split second, and then surprise, in this case, someone's right in his grill.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. It's caught. Tompkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Texans in 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. And his throw here's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To throw, Mills. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 1st down, right back to Carter. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. This is Whitaker. Oh, what a move. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Open man here is Conklin. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Carter. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
From the shotgun, it's Mills. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Whitaker, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Carter on the read option, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on second down, and then played as well. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jets will take over. Running back Michael Carter returning to the field with the rest of this offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go option to the short side. They juked him, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Again, Wilson will keep it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing again here. Wilson. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This will be play number 9 of the drive here, as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to Whitaker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So fourth down coming up. John Harbaugh sitting on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. First down, Mills. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A first down throw for Mills. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, here's Pierce. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson going to give to Carter on the option. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third down, Wilson. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Going for it, it's Carter. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll give to Carter here on the option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second and goal from inside the 5. Carter is in. Touchdown, Jets.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Mills again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked on by Ashton Davis. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. Carter straight ahead. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Wilson. Staying on his feet. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. A second down throw for Mills. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Mills on first down. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On first and 10, Mills. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Play fake, Mills. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. He finds his... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch in. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third and short, they'll try option left. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans. Right at the 30. Throwing, Mills. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Coming up now on a second and 15 following that sack. To throw, Mills. Cooks on the quick slant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 8. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Mills. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mills throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to speed things up here. Mills now looks to throw on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Mills on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having... And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jets now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down at 5. First down, Mills. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here is Mills and the Texans. Down 21-14. A minute 52 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Mills looking to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Mills. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but Probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Come on, set. Check. Flipper. Pancake.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Jets, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.